So this is different than the bike I normally ride. This is a demo I came across from Suzuki. So I'm testing out their GSX-R-750 here. Let's see what's so much different than my ZX6R than the 750 today. Enjoy the ride. You know, first impressions of this bike, very, very smooth. This is amazing. I love this bike first ride. It's not an aggressive riding stance or riding position like my ZX6R. Throttle's really responsive. This is amazing here. Let's see here. Looks like we lost the rest of the group there. Looks like we're waiting for the rest of the group. I had to go on a group ride. They wouldn't let me take it on my own. So let's go up here and wait for everyone. And this is just awesome how they're allowing this. Neutral is really easy to get to. I'm really liking this bike. It only goes up to 16 RPM. That's not too bad. Mine, I think, tops out at 20. So this thing's got to have some balls to it. Oh man, this is so nice. I would goof around a little on it, but they told me they'd kick me off if I started goofing around. So I guess we'll take it easy on this first review video of the channel. We're reviewing the GSX-R-750. I got a friend that owns one of these, and he said they're just amazing. And he's not kidding. This bike is awesome. This doesn't have any modes on it from what I can see. Looks like it's got a track timer too. Not a fan of this full clutch here, but who knows? I ended up meeting a guy. I think he said his name was like Cornbread. I think it was Cornbread. I think that's what he said. But he's on the GSX-R 1000 right behind me, and he's got a ZX-10R as well. But I got the ZX6R, obviously. So I think tomorrow we're gonna test out the third. Oh, dude, it's awesome! Oh yeah, yeah, this one's awesome too. All right. This is just so amazing. I want to test out that 1000 next. I think I'm going to test out review the GSX-R 1000 and the Hayabusa. I think that'll be tomorrow's video. Nice. Looks like they're going to have us hit some curves out here. It's just so awesome that Suzuki is actually doing this for their customers at dealerships. I've never came across, you know, a company that goes to a dealership and allows people to test out their bikes. It's just so awesome in my eyes. It's just amazing. And you don't have to put insurance on it like most dealerships that they require you to put insurance, that bike on your insurance policy in order for you to test ride it. And these guys, all I had to do was sign a waiver, and that's it. So that's just awesome. But my first impressions on this bike after going probably a good 2 miles now is it's amazing. I love it. I want one. I really do. I'm not really a fan of, I don't know, the feet position of this bike. Feels like my knees are scrunched up more than anything, unlike mine. But other than that, this bike is just amazing. It rides so smooth. That's just telling me my bike's got something fucked up with it. I hope not, but it's kind of what I'm getting out of it. And the clutch is very smooth. Shifting's very smooth on this. The throttle's really responsive. I'm not really noticing that much more of a power difference in my 600, but there's obviously got to be one if this is a 750. It's just got to mean there's something else extra there. Never thought I would be a Suzuki fan, but it's amazing. I love it. I'm guessing the power band's up there around like 8 and 9, because I haven't felt anything dramatic yet, I guess. So would I actually recommend this bike? I would totally recommend this bike to anyone that is wanting to step up into the 600cc class. This is the exact same as my 600, I have a feeling. That's just the initial feeling I have. I mean, I can feel a little bit of power, but nothing much more than a 600. Nothing that someone can't handle and figure out after a little while. So this is definitely a good intermediate bike. I wouldn't really say a beginner, because it's just not. I'd begin on like a 300, but that's just me. I don't like that downshifting on this. It's a little touchy. It's amazing having a front brake. I'll tell you that much. And noob, your blinkers on. So the cluster looks really basic on this bike. There's nothing in particular. I like how it's got a gear indicator like I do. That is a big plus. So if I want to be lazy and I'm not really counting what gear I'm in, that's a good plus. I wish there was a clock on there. I didn't really get the time to, you know, play with the cluster that much. I wish there was a clock. Other than that, this is awesome. I'm really digging this riding position. This is so much more comfortable than what I have. Sorry the video is kind of dull today. It's my first time doing a review, because no one ever lets me ride their bike, and I don't let anyone ever ride my bike. So it's a double-sided sword on that there. I just don't trust people on my bike. So this is really weird being able to ride a different bike for today. It's a good way to spice up the channel, I suppose. If I'm correct, I think this is the 2016 model. I'm not really too sure on what model it is. But I'm loving this bike. I would totally trade mine in for this, to be honest. The exhaust would be the first freaking thing to go, though, I'll tell you that. This exhaust sounds like a fucking dirt bike. Not a fan of that at all. I wish they'd let us get on the highway. I wonder how pissed they'd be if I just took off and went highway. They'd probably be super pissed. Not as much engine braking either. That's awesome. I really like the engine braking on this. It's not as drastic as my ZX-6R. So that's a huge plus for me. for riding a lot of city. Doesn't have as much takeoff as my bike in first gear. Mine in first gear just fucking yank you. It's kind of odd. But overall, this was an amazing experience provided by Suzuki to allow people to ride these bikes. It's just too cool.